Megan. Happy Saturday. I am just kind of having a relaxing Saturday. I filmed a few videos this morning and now I'm going to do a little bit of reading, and I started a new book. I started Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, and I mean, I'm only, I think, 3 or 4 chapters in, and so far I think will be a really good story that like you're slowly like gathering clues about her, and yeah, they're definitely like hinting at some things and I'm very intrigued so far. But I finished a different book that my coworker lent me, that a blogger that we both follow on Instagram is doing like a book club, and this was the first book in like her book club. So it's called Verity by Colleen Hoover, and dude, I had nightmares about this book. So I was like really speed reading it. I almost read it all in one day, and then I got to a point where I was like, okay, I think things are gonna get like really crazy, and so I stopped for the night, and then I was gonna finish the rest of the book the next day. There was a big mistake because instead of just being like at peace with not knowing what was gonna happen, my mind went crazy while I was sleeping and like filled in the blanks of what horrible things could possibly happen, because it's like a suspense book where like the main character is in this house that the other character, Verity, is like kind of like haunting the house in a way, and it's not a ghost story, but it's like very spooky at points. And so it actually ended up not being as like spooky as I thought it would be. And I honestly didn't love the ending of this book. It made me really roll my eyes, and thankfully my coworker felt the same way, because we were both like, are they serious? Like, it was just not a great ending, but the book as a whole was really enjoyable. And like I said, I just flew through it. It was really a quick and engaging read. I just wanted to know more and more. But I need to like not do that. I did that with myself for The Sinner when I watched the first season of that. I like stopped at a point before I thought things were gonna get worse, but actually things got like more explained, and since I didn't know that, I stopped watching because I didn't want to be scared, and then my mind just like went nuts and was like making things up and making me really scared. So if you can, try to finish reading this in one day if you're like really sensitive, because then you'll be at like total ease basically. At least I was by the end of this. But yeah, I had like really scary nightmares and I like was so exhausted the next day because I didn't get very good rest. But anyway, I don't think Eleanor will do that to me. So I'm gonna see how far I can get with this. This has like a lot smaller font in it, so I think it might take me a little longer. And then one of my best friends, Chloe, she is getting back into reading, which I was like totally shocked by, because she called me a book nerd and all that stuff, which I love her for that. But so now I get to call her a book nerd. And she read The Silent Patient, and I was like, no way, that is the book that I've been dying to read. And so she's sending me The Silent Patient, and I sent her Daisy Jones and the Six, because that was the next book that she really wanted to read. So it worked out that we each had the book the other person wanted. So we're kind of like doing our own little like book club, book swap thing. And if you send people like books in the mail, send them media mail through USPS, and it's way cheaper. Like normally the package that I sent, it was like $7 to send to her, and she only lives one state over. But with media mail, it was less than $4. So that was really cool. And I know one of my coworkers, her sister lives in Alaska, which is like super far and is really expensive to ship things to, like that far away. But she said sending books through media mail is like the only affordable thing to send that far. So it's really interesting if you are into books and like someone else you know is, and you can do like book swaps and stuff. Just kind of fun. So I'm excited to get that in the mail. And then I picked my books for Book of the Month Club for my second box, and I picked some extra books that I've been wanting to read that I'll show you guys when they come. But yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun reading, and I've already read 4 books this year, which is crazy because today is February 1st when I'm filming this, and it just feels great to be back into reading, and I don't know, I'm really, really excited about it. So I think I'm going to do some reading. It is 4 o'clock now, and I don't know what else we'll really do today, but I know that we're gonna watch Parasite tonight as a family, and I'm so excited. Like, I haven't rewatched it since I saw it in theaters last year, and I'm just excited to see what my family thinks and to like get more out of it this time of me watching it, because I'm sure I'll like notice things earlier on in the movie that wouldn't like mean as much to me when you're like not knowing what's gonna happen. It's like easier to gather those like little hints at what might eventually happen after you've already seen it. So I'm excited about that. Oh my god, the other thing that I'm dreading for next week or this week is I have jury duty. I mean, I had jury duty last week and I was picked to be on the jury. Of course I was picked to be on the jury, and I can't like talk about the case or whatever, but I am going to be out of work for 4 days, so including last week, 5 days, and it's just like, oh my god, it is crazy like to be picked to be on a jury. I don't know if you guys ever have, but this is the first time I've ever actually reported to jury duty, because I was like out of state the last few times that they called me, or I was summoned, and so I got out of it. But then this time I didn't have any reason not to go, and I was picked to like go to see if I would be on the jury, and then I got picked to be on the jury. So that'll be an interesting experience, and all my coworkers are like, Megan, 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 because like they're like, you're so nice, I bet that's why they picked you. And I was trying like to be like as straight-faced, as like bland as I could be, but of course I still got picked. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I'm just kind of like dreading next week because it'll be really exhausting. It was really, really tiring just like the day that they were asking us questions, like narrowing down who was going to be in the jury. And so now like actually having to be there for like full like 9-hour days to listen to like each side and stuff. So I know it's our civic duty, so I'll obviously do it, but it really is kind of a pain in the ass. So yeah, that is what's upcoming for me. But for now, I'm going to read this book, relax a little bit, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. We're about to watch Parasite, and I have our Korean student here that will translate the whole movie for us. Just kidding. But I knew one Korean word last time I watched it, so maybe I'll recognize 2 words this time.
Well, now you know thank you.
So. Yeah, 감사합니다. So, that's my English way of saying it.
That's not terrible.
Okay, thank you. Hey you guys, it's Sunday morning now, and I just got ready and I'm about to go down and help my mom prepare stuff for Super Bowl. We're doing like a Super Bowl like appetizer lunch thing with my grandma, and then my mom is taking my sister back to school in the afternoon, and then I'm going over to one of my best friend Caitlin's houses for just like drinks and food because we don't really care about football. I mean, I want it to be a fun and interesting match. All I care about is J-Lo at halftime and the commercials and the food and drinks. So we're just gonna like have fun doing that, but I get like 2 Super Bowl like awesome food for 2 different parts of the day. I'm like so delusional still. I feel like I'm half asleep. But I wanted to just tell you guys that my family loved Parasite. I wasn't sure how they would like it or feel about it, and thankfully since I saw it before, I was able to tell them like when to close their eyes for like the violent parts near the end, and we were able to like basically mute it. And so I think that like really helped, because my sister and my mom especially like really hate seeing that kind of stuff, which I can't blame them. But they really thought it was a great movie, and so that made me really happy, and it's still my pick for Best Picture at the Oscars. I have to watch The Irishman and Jojo Rabbit this week to be fully ready for next weekend, which is probably when you guys are seeing this. My like realistic pick for Best Picture is Joker. I think it'll be either Joker or 1917, but I would prefer it to be Joker. My like personal pick is Parasite. I wish it would be Parasite because I think that is the best picture. And then my second favorite would be Little Women. Those would be the 2 that I would be super happy if they actually won. But other than Parasite winning Best International Film, Little Women might win Best Adapted Screenplay. That would be really amazing. But I don't think either of them have super high chances of winning Best Picture, but we'll see. So also last night I decided to start taking these Mighty Night vitamin things. It says help overnight cell renewal for skin and body. So basically they have a 30-day supply in there, and I was sent those like a few months ago, and I've just been like, I don't know when I want to start testing them out. So I was like, the 1st of February seems like a good time to start trying something. So I took like a before picture, and we'll see how my skin is at the end of 30 days. But I don't know. I never really take things like this. I think it's probably comparable to like a multivitamin for like hair, skin, and nails, or like the Halo Kiwi, which is more about skin, which I think actually this one is more about skin than like hair, skin, and nails. So I don't know. I'm curious about it, so I wanted to give it a shot, and obviously I'll let you know if there's like miraculous results. Not really expecting anything too like drastic, but I'll show you guys those probably in my empties video for February. And yeah, so I'm gonna go down and help my mom with whatever needs to be prepped. It's almost 11 a.m. already, oh my goodness. I slept until 9:30. Normally on weekends I wake up at 9 a.m. like clockwork, but I must have been a little extra tired last night or something, so I got a little bit of a late start. So gotta go down and help her. Hopefully at some point today I'll have time to film my favorites video, because I'm like really cute today and I like my makeup, and I have all my favorites in this bag, so I'm like kind of want to film it while I'm feeling like extra good. And I'm wearing my red sweatshirt for the Kansas City team. I think they're the Chiefs. This is how little I know about football, but I know that my dad is rooting for Kansas City, so that's who I'm rooting for. I'm putting out some M&Ms, and I was like, oh, these colors are like for football and like the Chiefs, and then the M&M guy is holding a football, so worked out perfectly for us. And my mom just told me that the 49ers are gold and red for their colors. That's so weird. So go football fall M&Ms. Glad we saved them because we stock up after each holiday. I looked up the colors of the teams, and it's red and gold for Kansas City, and then scarlet and gold for the 49ers. That is just so weird. I hope I'll be able to tell their teams apart on the field. I'm working on the Little Smokies. I have about half the like portion that we're gonna do. So this is 1 full pack of the Hillshire Farms beef Little Smokies, and then it's most of 1 container of crescent rolls. Rachel's working on some avocado work. Please be careful. We're making avocado guacamole, even though we're scared after Mom's incident.
We're all being cautious.
Be extra careful.
No one else wanted to do it.
No. We were all like, not it. No, Rachel has always been the best at it, so she'll be careful, and we'll have some delish avocado or guacamole tonight. Ooh, 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 ooh. So we have the spread out, we have veggies,
The healthiest
dip,
part.
the healthiest part, and then the least healthy part. Then we have chips and like sandwich meat and stuff, Fritos and Tostitos, homemade guac from Rachel. This is buffalo chicken bites. These are meatballs with like a sweet like jelly chili sauce. This is my favorite thing ever. This is our taco dip. It's just the Hormel no beans chili, a bag of shredded cheddar, and a thing of cream cheese. It is amazing. Then we have our little smokies. We have pumpkin bread, brownies. Grandma brought over these little football candies from Josh Early's. We have the infamous M&Ms, and then more Josh Early candies. And I'm making some Auntie Anne's pretzels. These are a new discovery, and I'm obsessed with them, so I can't wait to eat all this food over the course of the day. And also, it is snowing here in Pennsylvania, so hopefully it doesn't stick, but it's definitely different to see this because we're gonna have like 60-degree weather tomorrow. Look at these beauties. And it smells just like Auntie Anne's. Here's my first plate and my plate of chips. And I'll probably have to come back to get one of these, but these are so good. You can find them in the freezer section, and they taste just like Auntie Anne's, I swear. I'm back at my favorite place to be, in my bed, reading. Well, I'm about to start reading, but I just wanted to... Sometimes I forget what I'm trying to say, and it just like ends up with me making faces at myself. It's the best. But anyway, my grandma came over for our little early Super Bowl like lunch because my mom and my sister are gonna be like driving back to Philly during the actual Super Bowl, and I'm going over to Caitlin's house. So we had like a lunch, and it was so nice. There was so much food. As always, we always have way too much. Too many options, too much of everything, but it's also delicious and amazing. So I'm in a food coma. I had an Angry Orchard rosé. I think I took the bottle back downstairs, but so I'm also like a little bit like, woo, life is amazing. And yeah, I'm in a food coma, so I just filmed a video. Now I'm back here reading Eleanor Oliphant, and I'm about a little less than halfway done. So good. Oh my god, you guys. This is a book that I will definitely be like telling my mom she should read and letting her borrow. And Eleanor is just such an amazing character, and she's so funny without realizing she's funny. She's just like so like sweet and like innocent, and like she thinks everyone's such an idiot. It's so amazing. But you know that she's been through some really terrible things, but so far in the book we haven't like found out what she has been through. But it's just like a really great main character because you have so much sympathy for her, but you also want her to keep pushing herself to do more things that she might not have done before, and I just really am enjoying it. So I'm going to read for a little bit and then head over to Caitlin's in a few hours, which will be really nice. So see you soon. I'm in such a weird mood. I just got back from Caitlin's. The game's almost over. We have our balloon here, our Super Bowl. What even is it? 54. And the Chiefs are gonna win. They're just making their last 1 minute. And is there even a point of trying anymore? No. So, but me and Caitlin had a lot of fun. We mostly cared about the commercials and all the snacks, and she made amazing stuff. I brought some of our stuff, and it was delightful. So I love sports for the food and the celebrations, and there's a lot of people celebrating that they just showed on the TV. So, oh, and the halftime show was really good. Definitely a huge improvement from Maroon 5. which sucked last year. This was like really fun and awesome with Shakira and J-Lo. So yeah, go Chiefs. Glad I was rooting for the right team this year. And yeah, so we're gonna go to bed now. Sunday night turn up. It's Monday morning. I have my coffee in my Killing It mug and my water in my Disney mug, and I'm ready to take this Monday by storm. Since I have jury duty this week, today is probably going to be my only day at work, which is really weird. So let's get shit done. I have some fun things to show you guys. It's the end of the day. This is the ornament I made at glass blowing. It turned out so nice. I love the swirls and the colors, and it is like textured. It's so cool. Like, whoa, it's just awesome. So can't wait to have this as an ornament forever. And then I have a bunch of books, which is so exciting. So I got my book of the month subscription, and I will link it down below where you guys can get your first book for only $5. So I got my books from that, and Chloe sent me The Silent Patient because she just read it, and I sent her Daisy Jones and the Six, so we did like a little book swap. I've been dying to read this, so once I finish Eleanor Oliphant, this is going to be the next book I read. So for February, I picked this book. It's You Are Not Alone by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekanin. Oh my god, I am so bad at pronouncing names. But I read the book An Anonymous Girl last year by these authors, and this one just seemed like really up my alley. It's really cool, like bright colors. I think that's an early release, so very excited about that. This is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and that is the author of Daisy Jones and the Six. So after I was done reading that and I was reading people's reviews on it, they said, like some people said, that they loved this book even more by her. So I thought I would give this book a shot. And with Book of the Month Club, every additional book that you pick is only $9.99, which is way cheaper than if you bought it elsewhere for like hardcover books. It's crazy. And then I also picked the book Circe, which apparently was the book of the year in 2018, which is cool. And on a lot of people's like best of 2019 list, this was on it. So I decided I would give this a shot. And I think it's based on Greek mythology, which my sister and my mom also really like. So if I think this is a good book, or whether or not I really like this book, I'll let them borrow it. But I've heard that it's really, really great, and I'm excited to try that as well. So man, I have a huge stack of books now. Oh my gosh, books just make me so happy. So that is the next stack that I'm gonna work on after I'm done with Eleanor Oliphant. Look at my book stack, you guys. Oh my goodness. So obviously I'm currently reading this, and then I'll skip down to The Silent Patient, and then I don't know what I'll read after that. I need to read The Woman in the Window. That's another thriller. So these two are both kind of like suspense, so I'll probably break those up. But I always have my sea salt soiree and peppermint brownie Ghirardelli chocolates like right here, so that when I'm reading I can just eat a square of that, and it just makes me feel even more like I don't know, it's just like a fun pampering type of thing, even while I'm doing something that's, I don't know, I used to think was so kind of lame. Not really lame, but I don't know, I chose to do other things instead of reading. So sometimes I just eat a little piece of chocolate and it makes me feel like I'm doing something really extra special. So yes, I'm going to just crawl into bed for a little bit and keep reading. I have a little less than half of Eleanor Oliphant to read, so I might be able to finish that tonight, which would be really nice. Alright, you guys, you know what time it is. It is time for me to wrap up the vlog. I feel like whenever I say, alright, you guys, it's always like the end. But it's Monday night and we're watching the Iowa caucuses going on. and that process is insane. I really didn't know too much about it prior to tonight. Like, I've always heard about it, but never really knew how it worked or anything like that. So it's a very interesting process, and let me know if any of you guys live in Iowa and go through it. And it's just so different than how we vote here in Pennsylvania. So we were watching that. We were watching some of the Super Bowl commercials from last night, which I didn't like a ton. My favorite one is definitely the Jeep Groundhog Day commercial. They were like, that was just so smart to tie in Groundhog Day because it was also yesterday. So that was cool. I love the Google commercial. Gosh, I watched it like 3 or 4 times since last night, and I still tear up every single time. It's a really touching commercial. We also rewatched the halftime show because my mom was driving back and forth last night, so she didn't see it, and I liked it even more the second time, I think. I really enjoyed especially J-Lo's performance, but it was cool to see Shakira and like all of her different talents, like drumming, guitar, dancing. Like, it was just really cool. And obviously J-Lo is so amazing. Like, I just can't believe all of her like beauty and skills and everything, and bravo to her for pole dancing, because it must have been so hard to learn what she learned for Hustlers. So I'm glad the world got to see and appreciate that, because that shit is really tough. So yeah, I am going to shower and get ready for bed. Tomorrow is my first day of jury duty on the actual jury, and I'm sure I'll have a story to tell when it's all said and done, but I got everything I needed to done for work, so I'll just have to like check my email throughout the week, but I'm really not looking forward to it. I can't wait till it's over, but I'm sure it'll be a interesting experience, hopefully a good experience. But I appreciate you guys watching this vlog as always. Seriously, it means so much to me that you choose to spend so much of your time with me throughout the week. It's just so awesome. So thank you, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!